What up? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Um, I just finished having dinner and it sucked. Uh, I had leftover chicken and I didn't feel like cooking up a bunch of mixed veggies, so I popped a can of mixed veggies, right? And just kind of heated that up. And it kind of sucked, man. It really did. I don't know. There's nothing better than fresh veggies, man. The canned stuff just don't taste good. So, anyways, just finished dinner. Had a few cookies. Today, I'm redoing my 24-week of no alcohol and a year and 24-week of no drugs video, because the one I put out this morning, I was wrong on the date of a complaint I had about how they're going after Trump and going to try to indict him again for trying to overturn the 2020 election, not the 2016. I kept saying 2016. I felt like an idiot, so I took it down. Plus, I was pretty angry at that time, and it was a pretty negative video, so I took it down. So I'm still like angry about it, but you know, what am I going to do, right? It's nothing new. It doesn't surprise me. You know, this administration, this Biden administration, and their antics trying to always take Trump down, like it just never ends. So it's not surprising. Um, it's not surprising the war is breaking out in Israel and Iran. It's not surprising. It's to be expected. It's like clockwork, you know, all of a sudden. So pretty lame. Pretty lame. They're trying it again on Trump. It's like, give it a rest already. Come on, people. Just leave the guy alone. You know, if he wasn't running for president, they wouldn't say one thing about him. So, you know, it's just a witch hunt like it's always been, because Trump's in their way with their agenda, their BS agenda. Trump's in the way, and they're going to throw the kitchen sink at him, like I said. And just keep expecting more bullshit to come from the left. That's all I can tell you. And it will. I guarantee it. So, anyways, I got 24 weeks, no alcohol. That's going very well. I'm not craving it. I still talk to all my beer friends. I see them drinking beers. The beers look exactly the same as when I used to drink them. I know I'm not missing anything. It's the same old thing rehashed over and over and over. The only cool thing is I'm saving money, and I'm not missing anything. It's just same old thing, same old beers over and over and over, which they're good. Don't get me wrong, the beers are good, but I just am kind of over beer. I'm over alcohol, and I'm glad to be over alcohol because I'm trying to get other things going. You know, other things that are more important than alcohol. My health, first of all, trying to get that back. Okay, trying to get fit, trying to get healthy. Of course, you see my videos. I'm trying. It was hard today. I went out this morning and went to the Santa Ana riverbed and was going to do a run, but I could feel that I didn't. I knew I was going to have a rough one, but I pulled it off. I got 7 miles, a little over 7 miles of a jog walk in. And then I came back and I went to the hot tub, sat in the hot tub, felt so good. And went into the sauna for a good half hour, sweated my ass off. And then went to the store. Didn't buy any lean meats. I'm going to start. This is my plan, all right? I'm just going to stick with my mixed veggies, my thing, okay? All my fresh mixed veggies. And I'm going to do it the way I like to do it. And then my meat, what I did is I bought some ground turkey. Okay, I'm going to use ground turkey and I'll cook it up, you know, put my seasonings in it, and then I'll put that in a separate container and eat on that for a couple of few days, and just kind of when I dish it out, just kind of mix it, and then I'll have not like solid like steaks, heart meat that's hard to digest. So I figure, ground turkey will be easier to digest. And I'm probably going to cook up my veggies tomorrow in the turkey. So I'll probably go live with that to show how I'm doing it. And freaking train. So anyways, I'm going to do that. But this time when I do my veggies, I bought a head of cabbage. I'm going to throw a bunch of cabbage in it, extra cabbage, because I need the fiber, man. Because I feel like like it's just there's a lot of meat in my stomach from all week. So I had 2 steaks and like some pork chops and like chicken and a lot of meat all week. So I got to cut back on the meat, the solid meats, and I'm going to go more for like more veggies and fruits and just ground meat, like ground turkey or like ground beef or whatever it is. I want it to be ground. I'm going to switch from straight, solid meats to ground meats, and try to stay with the turkey thing as much as possible because that's easier to digest than ground beef, I believe. So that's the plan with that, changing my diet up because I feel like I didn't lose much I feel like I gained a pound back during the week because of the way I've been eating. And I also feel like that's the reason why I didn't feel very up to the run this morning. And so need to get that going, the switch in the diet, and try to lay off the sweets a little bit because I've been getting a little happy with cookies and ice cream and stuff. So I got to kind of keep that a little bit checked, after I just like literally just ate like 6 cookies right now. So, and then I plan on having a little bit of ice cream later. So I need to kind of watch that. But I had a good day. It went by super fast. But I do feel sore. I'm gonna try taking like an aspirin or an ibuprofen before I go. Just in the morning, just take it, and maybe that'll help with some of my aches and pains and soreness, and maybe even some of the stiffness I've been having in my legs mostly. Um, but I'm doing better. I'm feeling good. Glad to be sober. Things are definitely different sober. Um, it's like everything I've done in the past, I'm having to like pay for it. Okay, all the drugs I've had in the past, all the alcohol I drank in the past, I'm having to pay for it, and I'm having to work through it. And that nothing is free, man. There's no free pass on anything. What you're eating, what you're drinking, what kind of drugs you're doing. There's no free pass. You're gonna pay. Either you're gonna go downhill and keep doing it, or you're gonna stop doing it and then have to go through the hassle of getting back to where normal is. Okay, and that's no drugs, no alcohol, eating right, getting fit. But everything, every time you have a beer, every time you do some drugs, every time you eat something that's not healthy, you're gonna have to you have to suffer the consequences of in one way or another. That's what there's no you know uh free pass on anything, man. You're eating healthy, you're gonna have to somehow make it up, or you're gonna be feeling like somebody that is not eating healthy. Okay, there's no get out of jail free card here on none of it. So if you're living an unhealthy lifestyle, you're going to be unhealthy and feel unhealthy. It's as simple as that. And sometimes the drugs and alcohol will mask that. It will mask it. Food can mask it too, actually. But that's when it catches up to you later. Okay, and you can shorten your life substantially if you continue to be unhealthy. And But for guys like me, I'm not trying to preach here. I'm just saying this is how it is, okay? For guys like me that decided to turn it around and try to be more healthy, this is what it's like. You have aches and pains. You have to get rid of all the stuff that's attached to your body, cellulite, fat, all this stuff that is unhealthy. You have to work hard to get rid of it, and then have to work hard to be in better shape. And it's you have to pay. You pay basically in everything. And it just makes it harder to feel healthy when you have to make a comeback like I'm trying to do. It's harder to do it. It's easier just to be healthy when starting when you're young, and do the right things. And I had a lot of fun partying and doing drugs and alcohol, but I'm having to pay for it now, trying to get, and I never will get to be in the shape of my life as opposed to if I stayed healthy when I was younger. I'll never get my youth back. I can just try to be healthy as an older individual, as healthy as I can be as a recovering drug addict, alcoholic, food holic, you know, but it'll never be as good as when you're youthful and you're healthy. That's the ultimate. But you know what? I'd rather be a recovering person at an older age than to be unhealthy person at an older age, especially when you get older, man, because that's when it actually just normal life starts to catch up to you. And if I kept going drinking, partying, doing drugs, I'm definitely gonna not feel good, and my life would probably be shorter, and I'd be strapped, man. And I don't want to be. It was time for me. It was time, health wise, financial wise, everything was pointing towards getting sober for me. I basically had no choice but to become sober if I want to have any quality of life at my age, and it just I'm doing what I have to do because especially the times that we're living in, it kind of pushed me into that direction uh, pretty quick. This last year has been pretty hard, man. Even as becoming sober, everything's so expensive right now. Everything, it's just like alcohol, drugs, really have no business in my life anymore. It's just that's a like a luxury or an addiction, and I can't afford no luxury or addiction. I can barely afford my food problem I have right now with cookies and ice cream. You know, but I feel a lot better now. Life does kind of come at you raw when you're sober. You have no vices to numb yourself, no vices to escape. So life does kind of get in your face when you're sober, but when you're sober, you can deal with it better, deal with it head on. But I do feel what I've done to my body as far as, putting the weight on and, my age and what being through whatever I've done to myself with the drugs. I feel it. I feel it, man. If I was a guy that never did drugs and never drank, just was healthy all my life, I would definitely feel way better right now if I'd have been like that my whole life than I do right now. I'm feeling it. What I've done to myself my whole life, I'm feeling it. But I'm going to try to salvage what I can of my body and my everything, my life, and I'm going to continue my sobriety because I have to and I want to and I will. So that's basically my 24-week with no alcohol update and my year and 24-week update with no drugs. Good for me. So, anyways, I do appreciate everybody's support, and I'm going to start getting geared down here, get a good night's rest, and go for a run tomorrow and see how that goes. Hopefully, I'll feel better tomorrow, and hopefully, I'll get them calories burned that I put on today. So thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. And you all have a fantastic evening, and we'll catch you later.